Hi, my name is Gabriela Tuapanta and I'm going to talk about Unit 15 with the topic ordering food supplies. For this, you first have to answer two questions. The first question is, where do restaurants buy their food from? Can someone answer this question, please?
Yes, I believe that restaurants buy their food supplies from wholesale distributors who deliver directly on a previously agreed date and day every week or month.
Thank you. Someone else?
Yes, the increase in the number of restaurants and competition in the sector, the presence of government products in the market. The small producers try to get closer to the restaurants for needs or later guides the production. Conservatively, the chef invents recipes from the products he finds in his neighborhood.
Okay, thank you. Restaurants buy their food supplies from wholesale distributors that deliver directly to the restaurants. These distributors can be a large purveyor like Cisco and US Foods, or they may be local produce or meat suppliers that operate at a local level. Some restaurants also choose to buy some supplies from local farmers market, so virtually all restaurants will have an ongoing relationship with a large mainline supplier. Okay, and now we go to the next question. How do restaurant owners know when they need more supplies? Can someone answer this question, please?
Me. I think that is when a product is nearing completion and they must have up-to-date products to anticipate potential problems.
Thank you.
Restaurant owners are always in contact with their kitchen staff to be aware of all issues related to products. In order to know the quantity and condition of these products, it is necessary to carry out inventories. The purpose of inventories is to periodically count stocks of stored food, and this is carried out by warehouse personnel.
They keep a record or inventory of the products they have stored in the warehouse, and each week the chef reviews the products he will need for the kitchen and makes a list of requirements that he gives to the warehouse manager.
To make the food supply ordering process work, the most important thing restaurant owners do is choose their ideal supplier, the one that offers the best products because that will benefit the restaurant's food quality. To continue, my friends will give more details about this process. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Valeria and I'm going to explain about the reading of Unit 15. It is a letter in which recommendations are written to order the food supply for the week from the Post Meridian restaurant and points to help to the person in charge of this task, that in this case is John, and the tips are first, he must know how much food to order so that he doesn't lack food and he doesn't overeat too much, for which it's very important to carry out an inventory for which the quantities in the warehouse must be verified, and from their point in the inventory, the quantities of each supply that we will need. Then we must contact our vendor who must provide quality service, as you must ensure the dates of each package. Finally, you should try to get the best deal from the vendor, which will help to negotiate the product standards and agree on a delivery date. And the most important thing among the conseils is that we make sure that all prices are within our budget so as not to have trouble. Now we are going to put a video to understand better the inventory.
A proper inventory of food is essential to being profitable and greener in your food purchasing. Start at the back door when receiving your supply order. Make sure your deliveries meet temperature, packaging, and quality standards, and that the food is put away as quickly as possible to maintain that quality. It's important to order only what you need. Ordering too far in advance wastes food, space, time, and money. Conduct frequent inventories of all food items, at least bi-monthly. Analyze food use and itemized food sales reports to find areas to improve your efficiency. Dropping just 1 percentage point can translate into hundreds or even thousands of dollars in savings.
Well, in this video, it was explained what the reading is about, and also that is very important to know how much of each product we should order so as not to waste, because if we buy things in excess, we will waste of our supplies. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alison. I'm going to talk about vocabulary. First, inventory. It's a complete listing of mechanisms or stock on hand, work in process, raw materials, etc. Also, it's a list made regularly by business. For example, the inventory of stock. Next, storeroom, a room in which supplies or their articles are stored. For example, in a restaurant, there is a room or a space for food storage. Quantities, an amount that is defining or a collection. For example, quantity of sugar or quantity of oil. Next, part level, a level of quality. For example, the company saw its again rise or par with losses. Recorder, put in order again. For example, they reorder the vegetables before they're completely sold out. Vendor. Vendor is a business person or agency that sells. For example, the sales arrives on Friday to take orders. Packing date, the date on which a foodstuff was processed or packaged of showed on the package or label. For example, products that pass the packing date must be replaced. Distributor, a commercial company or company that commercializes a line for mechanics in general or within a certain territory. For example, the candy distributor has not yet arrived. The food budget is a refer to creating a budget for weekly groceries after cutting out other expenses. It's from your income. In other words, how much of your income you want to spend on your weekly groceries. For example, you must keep the food budget for 2 more weeks. Thank you.
My name is Lisette Sanchez, and I will tell you about how restaurant food providers work according to Mary King, a restaurant and hospitality specialist. There are 4 steps to standard restaurant supply chain: production, processing, distribution, and retail. It sounds like a lot of steps from production to final destination, but along each step, the food items are divided into smaller, more useful portions. Products that go through the traditional supply chain tend to be packaged to prolong shelf life and can be purchased in pre-sliced, diced, or peeled forms that cut down on labor in a restaurant kitchen. Next, please. Pros and cons of large suppliers. Pros. Working with a large full-line suppliers provides restaurants with consistency of product. They work with lazy products that have the capability to grow produce year performed. Huge variety. Warehouse offers a wider array of products of various sizes. Many options for substitution. For suppliers specifically eaten, You are looking for they have several options for a similar product that can be substituted. Lots of training resources. They have lots of resources of their websites. Cons of life supplies. Life supplies have a lot of benefits, but it's important to understand their limitations. Small restaurants can get lost. A single restaurant accounts for a very small portion of their sales, sometimes can feel lost in the shuffle. Less regular deliveries. If your restaurant is small or operating in a remote location, the full line suppliers maybe can't deliver. Few specialty items. If your restaurant needs rare pieces or an unusual cut of meal, the shops are unlikely to have it. Next, please. Pros and cons of small suppliers. Pros. Working with small local suppliers has a lot of benefits, like local selling point. Customers are willing to pay 12 or 20% more for items that are sourced locally. Personalized attention. Many small vendors send out a regular market report that will be a good fit for the restaurant. Freshness. Some products can remain off the plane longer and delivered at the peak of freshness. Ability to customize. Many farms are happy to explore a new crop if they have a customer lined up or avoid it. Cons. Just like full lane distribution, small vendors to have some limitation, like less variety, fewer options for substitution, is especially instances of out of stock and other similar items to substitute, and less consistent product. Next, please. Some alternatives to traditional restaurant suppliers are working directly with farms, buying from farmers markets, buying from small businesses, buying from discount clubs, and ordering supplies from online discount sites. Thank you.
My name is Barbara Rodas. I am going to talk about the extra information. The ultimate will to working with restaurant suppliers. As an owner, restaurant suppliers can be the bane of existence, but they are necessary. Without them, you'd be make their rooms to the grocery store. With the following step, you will have all the tools you need to find, examine, and establish strong relationships with your restaurant suppliers. Picking restaurant suppliers. Shopping around and read reviews, but and maintain a strong relationship. Trust, respect, open discussion, alignment, pay attention. When your vendors select them and moving forward, or even the vendors you are used for years. It is easy to feel you can trust, but you always have to be vigilant. Don't lose the power. When you have done your reservation, you will be able to start having conversation with your restaurant suppliers, and they will know you mean business. The other way. To carry on order, you must have information directly from the suppliers.